what I was saying was doing the soffit. A lot of tedious stuff, climbing up and down off the building, and should have filmed a little bit of it, and I don't think I filmed any of it. But this is what we're looking at right now. This is the back wall of the building. It is house wrapped all the way, and that was another thing. House wrapped it, so just stapled it all to the girts. So, and we did all the soffit up there. So what we did was Bert and I went around all the way around the building and put the soffit up. So what we did was we put the trim on that went on the girt, the top girt, and then from there we put the outside trim on, which held the outside of the soffit up. And then there's these little screws that go under the underneath side of that, and then there's a piece of trim that goes up over the top part of that outside trim. So the fascia there is what we did, and then that piece tucked up underneath the top part, the roof part of the tin, and then we screwed that back down and put the foam pieces up in there that helped seal all that off. So the only thing we've gotten done so far is house wrap is the back side and around the bottom, all the way around the bottom. So all the way around the bottom we got house wrap, so we still got to do the top still. It's also been really cold here for a little while, and doing the yep, I lost my words. Doing the soffit was kind of put on hold because we did both sides. The sides weren't all that bad to do up to the ridge, but finally got all that done, and then we started working on we put our doors in. So we have a front door, we have our shop door, and then obviously we got our house wrap on the bottom, so that way we could get the doors in. Well, I'll have to put trim around the doors here, there. I'll have to do the big door and the small door. I have to trim those out still. I still have to obviously do the top part of house wrap, and as you can tell, I'm sure somebody will see it and be like, hey, that house wrap ain't on there, right? Well, no, because when I first started this project, I put this board on right here, and I measured it in the wrong spot. So instead of being so many inches to the top of that board, I put so many inches to the bottom of that board. So that board's actually supposed to be down further. So I screwed that up, but this side, you can see I kind of angled it down, and it's actually down where it's supposed to be. So I fixed that later on when I figured out when I screwed up. But I'm gonna start trying to film as much as I can when I remember. That's the hard part, is I get to working on this stuff, and of course it's cold out, but this week and next week is supposed to be it's supposed to be fairly decent. So we're gonna start slapping some metal on the building, because like I said, I've got the backside all house wrapped. This house wrap we had from our old house, and we brought it with us, and then we had just went and bought all this so we can start putting metal up. But did the house wrap to help kind of block some more of the wind and stuff out, helps prevent well, gives kind of a barrier between the inside there and in between the metal and the wood. But we are putting up sheets of metal. As you can see, we have already got 2 up, and we are working on getting those up. So once these are all up, then we'll put our trim piece down that goes along the bottom and get that on, and then we'll start putting our wanes on. So that would be our bottom panels. So that's midnight gray. This is midnight black. And our soffit is also midnight gray. Soffit and trim that goes all the way around is all midnight gray. It was kind of hard to tell whether it was gray or black, and now that the black is against the gray, you can really tell. But yeah, so anyway, enough of me talking. That's what we're doing. That's what we're going to keep doing for a little bit. We're going to see how many panels we can get on tonight. All right, we are done for tonight. We got 10 panels on, which is almost half of the building. 11 panels would have made it half the way. But we're done. We're gonna pick things up, go inside and eat, go to bed. So I gotta work in the morning. But there it is so far. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but it's about halfway. So, to be continued. All right, back at it. Hopefully gonna get the rest of the wall up, maybe to the very edge here, because I'll have to cut one piece to go on the end, but we'll worry about that later. We're gonna slap on as much as we can, so we're gonna get started. So that's the end of this video. I think we'll start on the front part of the house next. So we gotta do house wrap and all that. But anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, thanks for watching. God bless you.